Yeah. I have to because nobody else gives a fuck. And that's the crazy part about this shit. I don't have shit I have to do. Like she doesn't have shit she has to do. And I'm leaving this on there because they keep wasting everybody fucking time. This shit is crazy to me. Anywho, go ahead, baby.
Don't come back to this trip again.
I would. I would hang out with I'm gonna have to hang out with y'all the rest of my life. Because I choose you. You're welcome. All right. Sorry, girl. Sorry you hear that. You're good. But essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna take your the heat map that we made earlier. Um yeah, we're gonna get rid of this math column. And what I forgot to tell you for this that we did, this master sheet that we did that we need to do for the next one is when we first copy the or paste the data over of um the normal tissue and then the European samples, we need to paste them and then make a duplicate copy to then do the math column one and whatever. So that way we have a copy of it uh to go back from just in case anything messes up. So um from here what we're gonna do is we're gonna download the sheet. Again, we deleted the math column at this point. Everything else is pretty much the same from the last video. We're gonna download this. Then we're gonna go to Morpheus. I'm gonna put the link for this in the description. And then we're gonna upload the master sheet here. This master sheet just pretty much tells, or the heat map is going to tell us where to look in IGV along the genome using the gene name column that we created. So, what was it called? What did I call it? Master sheet. Master sheet. Here. And we're going to use, it's going to rename yours, but this would be in theory the original, and then this would be the one that's the duplicate. Actually, which one was I working off of? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter which one am I using this. But then this is where the data starts. So this is why it's highlighted blue, data matrix. This is just the sample names. That's why it's red, gene names. Everything looks okay. This is how it should look. The data should be blue. That way everything translates correctly. This is what the heat map looks like right now. We can't tell what any of this stuff is or what it means. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change up the colors. That way, we can view it easily. Well, know where to look along the genome easier. You're gonna go to View, Options, click the box, and for the zero value, we want to make it white. Oh, just joking. Yeah, we're gonna make it white. Let me see what this one says. Okay, I thought white was zero. So we're gonna do all 255s. Also, I'm gonna add the protocol to your sheet. That way it's easier to understand. 250, 129, 28 or something like that. And then 126? No, 128 and 128. 128. And then the red is fine. So then what you're gonna want to do is save the color scheme. You can name it whatever you want to name it. I named it my color scheme. And this is just so that way in the future you don't have to keep changing every time you do a heat map because you're gonna have to create a heat map for the control or the normal versus the European American, then a control versus the African American, and really that's enough for this first presentation because what you're gonna show is that there's a clear difference between the normal tissue samples and then the European triple negative breast cancer, and then also the normal tissue African American, and then normal, um, sorry, and then the African American triple negative breast cancer. So then we're going to close this, and this gives you clear distinction of the differences within the samples. So we could just go ahead and be proactive because we don't really have enough time to do anything. Um, we can look here and see that for this, everything everything in the control, sorry, in the normal tissue is fine. And then everything for the European tissue is somewhat, there's just a clear difference. So this would be a good place to look along the genome. I know I'm not making any sense right now. Just call me if you have any problems. Um, but there's just a clear difference. So these would be good for my genome. These are not your genome. So these would be good places for me to look. In theory, this would be, no. Essentially right here is the best place for me to look. This is what we want to see, a difference. If it's the same, we don't care, essentially. But we do care, but we don't really care. Um, so this is a good one to look at for mine. You just have to look at your data and then see what would be good for you versus what's good for me. And then I'm gonna actually look over your data tomorrow morning when I get a chance to make sure everything is on the up and up because there's a way that everything can get messed up really quickly that I wasn't even thinking about. Um, but it is possible. So I'm gonna look at your data tomorrow. And also, if you can upload, I'm gonna text you about this, never mind. But I might forget. So also, if you can upload where, um, if you can upload your Galaxy data to like your Galaxy links to your file share, that would be very helpful. That way I can look over it. So I don't know. Let me look up how you look that up. But like I have mine uploaded so that anybody can track my progress at any time. Um, just go to Galaxy. And for each history, you have to share it with me. So for this first history, yeah, okay, so you go to this three dots, share or publish. Okay, you could just email it to me. Make it history accessible, email it to me. Or email me, yeah, just email it to me so I have it all. Email me the individual histories using this link or using this. Please and thank you. Just so I can go ahead and save us some time. Okay, that's pretty much it though. So now you will have a completed heat map that we can then use to look along the genome for your bacteria and IgV, which will be the next video. I'm sorry, it's gonna have to be tomorrow that I do that. Um, but yeah.